What's going on, everyone? Today we are taking a look at a portable speakerphone from Anker, the PowerConf S500. The S500 can be used as a personal portable speakerphone, or it can be used as a wireless conference room speaker as well, certified for Zoom rooms. In this video, we'll be unboxing the device, doing the device overview, getting a feel for all the physical components, the features, the buttons, all that good stuff. And then we'll do some demos on actually using it as a speakerphone, and then of course what it sounds like to record from the speakerphone itself. Let's dig in. Before we tear into this box, let's take a quick look at the outside of it. There's a lot of good information printed right on the outside. First of all, we see we are certified for Zoom rooms. It is compatible with other platforms, but they call that certification out right in the front. We've got a number of things called out at the bottom here. 16 hours of battery life, up to 12 people is the target room size. They bill it as being built for a medium to large conference space. However, they also show on the website that if you pair this with a second S500 wirelessly, you can support rooms of up to 20 people. Got HD voice capabilities, 360 capabilities, meaning we're capturing voice from all different directions. It has Bluetooth built in, and then voice radar. If we flip it over and look at voice radar a bit more, we see this is an AI component. You've got two-way voice and then noise canceling capabilities to make sure we are getting rid of unwanted environmental noises and focusing in on active speakers. Coming down to the lower portion of the box, we can see that on Google Play and the Apple App Store, we've got apps for Anker work on both. And then in the box, we've got our S500, its travel case, a USB-C cable, and a Bluetooth dongle. And with that, let's go ahead and get this plastic wrap off. With the plastic wrap off, this outer layer is actually a sleeve that lifts right off. And as we set this down, we use this little flap at the bottom here to lift the top. We get a friendly reminder right up top to download the app, but both, again, on the Google Play or App Store for Apple. And to upgrade the firmware, they direct us to go to software.anker.com. Right up top, we've got that travel case, and it feels like the speakerphone is already inside the case. It has a bit of weight to it. At the bottom, over on the right, we've got that USB-C cable. Pulling the cable out of its sleeve, we can see we've got USB-C on both sides. And finally in the box, we've got our documentation manuals. And amongst everything they provide, the all-important quick start guide so that you get all the information you need to get started with using the device. Coming on into this travel case, this is a hardened shell of a case, meaning that if it were to get accidentally bumped or smashed in your backpack or jostled around, this case should do a good job of protecting it. It is pretty firm, pretty solid. We've got the zipper that goes all the way around. And as we lift the lid, we get our first look of the PowerConf S500. Coming in for a closer look at the S500, we've got our speakers and mic built in at the top. We've got this smooth touch area to control our calls. This will illuminate as the device is powered on. We've got our buttons up front. Holding the power button down for 3 seconds turns the device on or off. We've got a link button here, which allows us to connect two different devices together. You simply press the button once on each device, and you can now handle a room up to 20 people. And then the Bluetooth button, pushing this once will allow you to see the device on your mobile phone and connect to it there. Bringing the device around to the back, we can also connect to it via the provided USB-C cable through the USB port. And lastly, in addition to USB-C and regular Bluetooth connection, there is the provided Bluetooth dongle, labeled Anker, so we won't get it confused with our other Bluetooth dongles. It is held into place with a light magnetic connection here, no clipping or snapping, meaning we won't accidentally think we haven't got it clipped and actually have it fall out. That magnetism, again, slight, but it holds it into place quite firmly. To get this thing powered on, we hold the power button down for 3 seconds, and then we see it come to life. We hear it come to life. We can see our volume controls, we can see our mute button, and we can see the answer and hang up button right up top as well. With the Anker Work app installed, we'll say open. accept. And if we get rid of our keyboard, we can click skip here, or we can sign up for an account. We'll say add device, PowerConf S500. And we can see that it has found the device, and it is prompting us for an update to our firmware. Some bugs are solved for, and it improves the product stability. So we're going to say more, and we will say download. And install. It lets us know that this could take about 30 minutes. Are we willing to continue the upgrade operation? We'll say yes. So while we continue to update the firmware from the Anker app on the mobile device, which we see on screen here, we take a look at the S500 itself, and you can see that it's got this kind of red lighting happening across the top as it does its update. It is going through the update process, and the 30 minutes it quoted us is probably not too far off. It's taken some time, but we can see what that update process looks like a little bit. And then once we're done, we'll jump onto this thing and start doing some demos with the microphones and speakers themselves. At 99%, we take a look at the S500 itself. We can see it still has its red lights going across the front, so it's still doing the update process, but we are almost done with our update. On the screen, we see that device is restarting. We still see the same red lights going across the front as it restarts, though. And there it goes. Lights have gone off, made a little beeping noise. We are restarting. And with that, I do believe our firmware update is complete. It says it's complete on the app, and the device looks like it is back to its normal state. Looking back at the main screen here, we can see that in the upper left, our battery is mostly full. We've got two different device modes, standard and broadcast. We're going to leave it in standard, but if you want to know more about each of these modes, you can click on the little question mark there. It tells you what standard does and what broadcast does. We've got a mute and unmute button right over there, and then we can turn our volume up or down as well. Okay, we're going to do a couple quick demos on audio right now, just for comparison purposes, and so you get a feel for actually using the mics on the S500. Right now, you hear me talking through the third-party speakers of the camera that I'm using for recording this video. And now you hear me recording using the lapel mic that is attached to my chest here. So a little difference in audio output. And now you hear the audio as it is being recorded through the mics of the S500. I've got the S500 here. You can see it indicating that there is voice being detected with the little LED right there. And yes, I am wearing different clothes because my first take of this recording, I somehow messed up and didn't record the audio at all. We'll put that weirdness off to the side. I'm going to walk around just a little bit here so that you get a sense of me moving throughout the room and the AI of the S500 kicking in, managing my volume, capturing me from different points in the room, and then as I'm further away from the S500 and I get closer into the S500, that AI continues to manage that experience, make it a level audio experience and one where I am focused in on and heard no matter where I'm at in the room. Okay, so in the final test, we're going to actually test out the speakers on the S500. Now, right now, I'm recording my audio through this Blue Yeti microphone. We're not recording through into this recording on the S500. But I'm going to play a few different genres of songs over the speakers of the S500, capture that audio through the Blue Yeti, and I think that's about as clear of an audio demonstration as I'm going to be able to give you without you actually getting your hands on and hearing it firsthand. We all know that recording into the mic is one thing, playing music over the speakers and capturing that in some other way and relaying it to the audience on the far end, that's a whole nother thing. I think the Blue Yeti is our best shot. With that, let's play some music and see how it comes through. Our first genre is hip-hop.
Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder.
Our next genre is R&B and soul, at least per the categorization that YouTube Studio gives this stuff. Okay, I can kind of see that. Did I just find my new intro music? Yeah, I don't think so. And finally, a little bit of pop. This also feels like the entry to some sitcom or show. Maybe that's why it's on YouTube Studio. Again, the S500 certified for Zoom rooms, targeted for either being used as a personal mobile speakerphone or for those medium to large conference spaces from 12 people on up to 20 if you're pairing it with a second S500 wirelessly. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you found this helpful. Please share it on social media if you did. Give a thumbs up in the YouTube channel and subscribe to this YouTube channel, turning on notifications so that you don't miss out on the next device overview video. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope we'll see you back here for the next overview video.